Right, I just want to talk to you today about a little product from Rig Marole here. It's probably the product I get asked more questions about than any other product in the Rig Marole range, so I'm going to try and answer some of the questions for you here. It's the Freefall braided tubing. It's the only braided tubing on the market, which has a number of advantages, incredible camouflage properties. We have the brown and black, the brand new micro green and black. Fantastic camouflage. The other thing that doesn't get mentioned a lot is being a braided coating. It lays on all of the substrates in that silt and all that chod and takes on some of the colour and smell and absolutely disappears. Fantastic stuff. It's as heavy as any tubing I've ever used. It's got a highly polished steel inner core. What that means is not only is it exceptionally heavy, but it's also ridiculously easy to thread with either a mono or a braid, and I'll show you that in a minute. The other key properties of this, obviously having that steel inner core, is not only the threading but the abrasion resistance. We've got the wide bore version here, which is a 1mm steel core for those really heavy big lines, maybe a broad heavy snaggy situations when you really can't afford to be let down. And then the micro braided tubing here, which is the 1/2mm inner core, more sort of at home fishing, etc. I'm over in France at the moment. I'm using the micro on all 3 rods. I've had fish up to 58.5 pounds, and I know that not only can I extract the fish from the snag safely, excellent for fish care, but also never ever lets me down, and I'm presented all of the time. The other big question that I get asked more than any other question is, as it's got a steel inner core, it can't be that supple. Well, let me show you how supple it is. I've got both versions here. I mean, it's as supple as any other tubing I've ever used. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. You know, you can't get more supple than that. It's amazing really how they do it. The technology is absolutely fantastic. What you've got on the end of each of the braided tubings is like a shrink wrap plastic. There's a clear coat on the micro here and a brown one on the wide bore. What this allows you to do is fit it seamlessly into the tail rubbers, the Freefall tail rubbers from Rig Marole. But the great advantage of this, unlike a lot of products on the market, is that it will fit pretty much all of the other tail rubbers made by other manufacturers. The rules on this lake stipulate that I need to use a certain leg clip, which I have to do obviously, but it means that I can still use my favourite braided Freefall tubing. As I mentioned, it is the only braided tubing on the market. Incredibly abrasion resistant, incredibly supple, incredibly heavy, and fantastically camouflaged. What more could you need, guys? Just done a quick example for you of some tail rubbers. These are the Freefall tail rubbers produced by Rig Marole. On the micro here I've got a brown, and on the wide bore I've got a black here. So they fit perfectly on the end, never lose them, not sliding up and down the main line like a lot of products on the market. Incredibly tight in there, very, very universal. As I said, you can use those with a multitude of leg clips. Fantastic stuff. Right guys, threading this Freefall tubing couldn't be any easier. With the steel core, it makes things an absolute doddle. So I'm going to do some now. Then you can see this. So normal line, nothing special. All I've done is just cut a little bit of a spike or a little bit of an angle on the end. So just put it in the tubing, make sure the line's nice and dry, and this is how quick it'll be. So a meter's worth of tubing, simple as that, no resistance whatsoever. Just keep pushing it, don't go mad, not lots of, just small bits at a time, inch at a time. Just keep pushing it, pushing it, pushing it, and any second we should see the line appear, but absolutely no resistance whatsoever. And there it is. Just come out the end. There it is, look, straight out the end. Yep, simple as that. Absolute doddle. Metre of Freefall braided tubing. Okay guys, just to prove the point, I'm going to lay a rig in here, let the Freefall tubing go, and as you can see it sinks like a stone. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Lift it out, let it go, straight down to the bottom. Perfect presentation every time.